Good evening and welcome to Real Talk with T. Holmes. Thank you for joining us this evening as we missed on last week to celebrate our fathers. I want to thank you all for tuning in this evening. This evening, our motivation segment will start out with doubt. A couple of weeks ago, my niece Cabrera sent me a screenshot of a Mary J. Blige song, which she knows that Mary is one of my favorite artists. And of course, I could not hear the song, so she was like, "Auntie, you don't remember that? Remember that song?" So I had to look it up. And when I tell you that that song "Doubt" has been in my spirit ever since. So it was in my spirit today to speak on doubt because there's so many of us that go through daily life who doubt what it is that we are capable of doing. When in fact God has given us all the ability to do whatever it is that we want to do. Yes, we look different. Yes, we're all different shapes. Yes, we're all different sizes. But know that you are only you. No one else can gimmick what it is that's for you. So today, as we go into a new week and finish out June and go into a new month, I want to encourage everyone to allow the doubt to be swept up on the rug and understand that you are chosen. You are a chosen vessel to do whatever it is that you feel that you can do. Trust God and continue to believe in yourself. Thank you. As we go into our segment this evening, first I would like to thank my sponsors who have made Real Talk with T. Holmes possible. So I want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Now, as I spoke about doubt and I spoke about believing in yourself, today I would like to introduce and welcome the founder and owner of Experience Mo, Mary Kinzer. Thank you for coming. Monique. I'm sorry, not Mary, but Monique. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
These are my twin cousins, but let me introduce her again. The owner and founder of Experience Mo, Monique Kinzer. Thank you for coming, Monique.
Thank you for having me. Tammy, I just want to say though, that intro, it was on point.
Okay, thank you. So today we will talk about intimacy, where it starts before sex. So Monique, of course, you know, you and I have had countless conversations, and when we was at my little sister's dinner, you know, Monique comes to me and say, "Cause I think I want to start my own porn website." Porn website? Monique, what you got going on? But of course, as the conversation went on, then I understood more. So can you tell us a little bit about Experience Mo and how Experience Mo started?
All right. Experience Mode was an idea back like about 4 or 5 years ago. I just had this idea. I was always in education, having to deal with kids, but I wanted to move on to the more adult, sensual, sexual education. And that was something that I enjoyed doing and passionate about, learning about my body, learning how I can turn myself on and help others do the same in an intimate setting. So Experience Mo came about.
Okay.
I love music. I love the way the instruments make my body move. So with Experience Mo, I threw in a little, hey, let me bring in some confidence. Let's build up some confidence with men, women, whoever want to come to be able to be themselves in a structured and intimate environment. And so
okay, so as per conversation that you and I have had, can you tell me about intimacy? What would you consider intimacy is? Of course, we have had a conversation that starts before the actual sex takes place.
So intimacy to Experience Mo, for me, is a connection.
Okay.
Emotionally and physically. And what I mean by emotionally, like I have to be into you. I can't just go up to you and try to bang bang. I have to be seriously. I have to be able to be into you emotionally. Okay, he feeling me, we feeling each other, and then with the physical part, we have to be on the same page as well too. because we may not want the same things physically. And if you're not on that level, so I just say intimacy for me is both, emotionally and physically as well.
Okay, so audience, you see, she said, she just can't go up to him and be like, bang, bang. So we do understand that it is a connection between the two. The partners. Okay, so when we talk about intimacy before sex, of course, you and I had this conversation. The intimacy part with experienced Mo is more or less of how they can be confident within themselves, right? So if we have any men or women that's listening that are less confident within themselves, what kind of pointers could you give them as far as from a woman's perspective, because you're not a man. So from a woman's perspective, she's not really feeling herself or as comfortable or as sexy. What kind of pointers could you give her as far as being intimate with her man before, or trying to get them in the mood?
So I'm gonna speak on like a just human being's point of view.
Okay.
For unisex. So it's all about confidence to me. It's all about you looking in the mirror, because you're looking at the man in the mirror, and you have to be comfortable within yourself.
Okay.
So you have to build yourself up mentally. Where experienced Mo come in, I'm gonna help you do that. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna bring you into an intimate and comfortable environment where you'll be able to be free and be able to feel confident about yourself. That's all I want to bring. I just want to bring confidence. That's all.
So, of course, to me, when I think about sex, I think about the connection of the heart. I think the connection of the mind. But again, you said something to me earlier when I spoke with you that made a lot of sense, is that the happiness of the intimacy. And that was something I never even thought about. Like, of course, I ain't just, I'm married, but in the midst of that, you think about if you unhappy and you trying, you having sex, you're not really feeling it. Versus to if you're happy, then the intimacy is totally different.
Totally. It's all about that connection. Like your body knows when you're synced up and connected with someone, because the energy, it comes out and you can feel it, and then you'll be able to be more free and be more open to be with your spouse or your partner, significant other.
Okay, so you guys, I did a one-on-one session with Experienced Mo, and when I tell you, honey, this dog had me all over the place, but I enjoyed it. So of course I'm thinking to myself, honey, I know who I am, in the bedroom, but all at the same time, you still brought out some parts of Tammy that Tammy didn't even really realize, and I'm still practicing on them. So all them dance moves and all that stuff, but the confidence makes a lot of difference. Like, it makes a major difference in when you really trust who you are. So that means that not only just in a daily world, but with your partner, your husband, your dude, whoever. Yes. Like, you got to be confident too when you know who you are behind closed doors.
And then when I say confidence, you don't have to have anyone validate
Absolutely.
you. When you look in the mirror and you like what you have on and how your hair looking and lips popping, that's you.
Okay.
Your man bring that extra oomph to it, you know, but it comes within self, and vice versa with men. You have to know that you're handsome and look good and keep yourself up. It goes both ways.
Okay, so I'm glad that you brought that up about the woman and the man keeping themselves up, because of course, at all given times, like, I was raised, you don't go to the mailbox without having yourself together, But all at the same time, sometimes you may catch me out of slack here and there, but it's not gonna be very often.
Right.
However, though, that makes a major difference. Now, for me as a woman, I'm gonna make myself feel good, look good for me.
Yes.
Not necessarily for my husband, but for me. So I think, and being behind the chair, I hear a lot. I got this one close friend. Of course, I'm not gonna call her name, but she ain't gave her dude none, and I don't know how long. But I'm like, how you gonna leave the back door open like that? How you gonna leave the back door open? And vice versa with the men, because not all the time men are necessarily attracted to their woman. And it can be, and I think probably for men don't even have. It can be just as simple as if we don't put on 10 pounds, 15 pounds.
Yeah.
So that's where it still goes back to the woman, that you got to keep yourself together at all times, not just for the man, for the sexual part, but for yourself.
But if you're comfortable with how you're looking, then own that. But if you're not comfortable when you look in the mirror, then we had the opportunity to do something about it and be sexy. But hey, they have lingerie in all sizes.
Yeah.
So a song will fit.
Okay. So of course, as Experience Mo has said, if you are comfortable with the way that you look, then dress accordingly. Lingerie comes in all sizes, for all shapes. Okay. So Experience Mo, tell me how you, or not tell me, but tell us how Experience Mo came about. You had an ankle issue, right?
Ankle issue. All right. Well, I broke my ankle a couple of years ago, several years ago. It kind of set me down, made me realize and think about what's my purpose? Why am I here? Like, what's my purpose? I've always been in education and helping, but I wasn't really happy. It wasn't my purpose. And now that I'm doing Experience Mo, to be honest, Tammy, I can bring out my freaky side. That's me. Like, I'm a good freak. You know?
Okay.
But I just want people to understand that it's okay. Sex don't have to be a hush hush. Like, it can be a topic.
Right, absolutely.
And some people need work on different things, and that's okay too. You see what I'm saying? It's just like therapy. I'm not a therapist, not claiming it, not a counselor either. But I just go off of my experiences, and I just want people to indulge in the experience more. I promise you they'll have fun.
Yeah,
they will.
Yeah.
But yeah, just back to my injury, it just set me down and just made me realize, like, this is something that I enjoy doing. Like, I like dancing. I like moving my body. I like being able to help in the meanwhile. So
okay.
This is what I'm here for.
So just to give the people clarification on exactly what Experience Mo offers, okay? Of course, you talked about the intimacy part, being comfortable with you and who you are behind closed doors. You said, I'm a good freak. Meaning, that just, to me, I took it as, when I'm with my partner, my husband, my dude.
It's levels.
Okay, your lover. That it's your responsibility to please him behind the door, right?
I agree.
Okay, as long as you're happy, correct?
As long as both you guys.
Correct,
happy.
absolutely,
Definitely.
absolutely.
Correct.
Well, I'm just speaking, from.
Definitely.
Okay, you're right. So as long as both parties are happy. So okay.
Because think about it, Tammy. If he happy and you ain't, what's going to eventually happen, and vice versa.
Right.
Somebody gonna end up making somebody else happy.
Yeah, right. And the back door be open.
The back door is
open. Okay.
And that's where communication come in too.
Okay.
So with Experience Mo, I do have sessions. Like it's just a get together session where we sit down and talk about different things that come up in, like, relationships, like real life stuff that's happening, sexually, intimacy, and then we go into like a body language type thing to get more confident within yourself. So it's more of a like engaging, encouraging type of thing. It is, and if you book a session, I promise you,
yes, you will have fun.
You'll experience it. But yeah, it's just a fun time. It really is, and then it's just bringing awareness to yourself.
Correct.
To yourself.
Okay, so when you talk about, you see, I lost my train of thought. You talk about being comfortable with yourself and the connection between the lovers.
Yes.
Okay, we know that we're not leaving the back door open, because sometimes, depending on the situation, some people still be happy but still please their other partner, whether it's the woman or the man.
Right.
But we talk about the connection of the heart. So, of course, the communication is a major key.
Definitely.
Now, you talk about body language. Speaking from a woman's perspective, how important is that a woman's body language, like, that can turn her husband, her dude, her partner on, whomever? How important is that for her body language to be spoken out loud?
So, the way I'm sitting now, I feel like that's a body language to me. I'm sitting up straight, my legs are crossed, got my little This is a body language.
Mm-hmm.
I'm speaking without speaking.
Okay.
So it could be the way you wear your hair.
Mm-hmm.
It could be the little parting you, the little.
Yeah.
It could be anything, but just different things.
Okay.
So it's not just breaking it down, twerking, splits. Everybody can't do that.
Right. I know I can.
But you see what I'm saying? But it's all about just little stuff.
Yeah, because you said that to me when I came to a session. We sitting, because you know me, I'm always uptight, strictly about business. And you like, okay, cuz relax. Like,
Thought you was putting a nut.
But that really made me be aware from that point on, like certain things. Now, one thing that I can say that I did not do that I wish I had done, because although you have to dress seductive when you come, that was a good feeling, because that gives the women, it gave me a more intimate feeling. But one thing I wish I had done that I didn't do, that I didn't do was put my makeup on, because again, when you lingerie, sexual wear, and you got your makeup on, you feeling good. The whole 9 yards is all together, So tell us a little bit more about what Experience Mode has to offer, and what it is that you can, like your packages and stuff that you have, and not only just for women but for couples and men as well.
So this is for everyone. For one, I just sell candles. Just as essential oil soy candles. It's a light smell, but it sets the mood. I pick soy wax because it burns slower, so it gives you the intimate setting. And if you go on my website, it just tells you a little bit more about what I offer as far as like body language classes and then the get-togethers. If you want any more information, you can just email me at my website, and I'll give that to you whenever.
Okay. So, I think I want to go a little deeper. Okay, a little deeper.
Deep.
Yes. So, okay, as far as you offering your classes, like, have you yet had a couple or a female or male that come, because of course this day and time, sex goes just beyond the penis and vagina connected together, So you have a lot of times oral sex is into play. So a lot of times you think people talk about oral sex, I'm like, it's nasty, But really, to be honest, a lot of times some couples prefer that over the actual sex. So
I think it depends on if you're good at it or not, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
It's all about what you got going on. So, if you work on your craft, if you work on your craft, then I think you'll get better with anything. That's with anything in life.
Absolutely.
If you work on it and practice, it'll get better. But some people do prefer getting their thing sucked over penetration.
Okay.
They do.
Okay.
It just depends on what the couple likes.
Correct.
It really depends.
Okay, correct. And that makes a lot of difference too.
It does.
So, of course, for me, like, I think you don't think that sex is more or less of age preference, but I think more or less, sometimes we talk about our parents, you be like, 6 or 7, that's nasty. But really, it's not. Really, it's not. Because sex is a good thing. For me, it's a connection to my heart. Like, I enjoy it. I love it, But all at the same time, sometimes I don't always want to be the one that have to be so aggressive at all times, So, of course, but now my husband has loosened up, because even after being together for so many years, sometimes you will have to come back and re-innovate some stuff,
Date each other again.
Absolutely. Because when you dating, you having fun with sex.
You feel me?
Yeah, when you dating, you having fun. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't care how long you've been in a relationship, if it's 20 plus years, you still have to keep the fire lit, whatever it's going to take. Keep the fire lit. And as Experience Mode said, we have the soy candles, soy wax.
Yep, the soy essential candles. I sell those for $20. You can I sell those for $20. You can order those or send me an email online through my website, experiencemode.com. And then I offer sessions, different. I offer body language sessions, and then I offer get together sessions.
Okay.
So if you need more information about those, you can hit me up on my website,
Okay.
www.experiencebro.com.
Okay. So there you have it. Well, and I can speak for myself. I actually took a class. I had fun. She do not play about being late. That's how I miss putting on my makeup. Don't be late. And so, but I had fun. I really did. I had fun. Now, my husband like, so what you learn? You know, tell me what you learned, little mama. But I had fun. And of course, it was a little different from, because you be like, you in front of a family, you know. But my 24-hour, this is my 24-hour cousin. I always take a whole day to respond back to a text. But my 24-hour cousin brought that experience out. So, all right. So, Monique, I want to thank you for coming. I want to thank you for even being brave enough to even put yourself out there, because a lot of times, you know, we'll be thinking, again, doubt can set up in our mind, and we'll be thinking like, ain't nobody going to do this. But ladies and gentlemen, I promise you, if you get a session, you can go to experiencemode.com. Yes. And you can go through the website and can see her contact information. Yes. And set you up a session. She has girl sessions with 10 or more. I think you got to have at least 10 girls more. And she also do couple sessions as well. So remember, the intimacy starts before sex. You want to always set the vibe, set the energy, play the music. Monique is a music queen, so but you want to set the music, which that does work for me, because I want to hear some Keith Sweat. I want to hear some
nobody.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to thank you all for tuning in, Monique. I want to thank you again for coming in, and of course today, Monique, you were our first in-house guest. Everybody else has been virtual, so thank you for coming. Okay. Blessings. Mm-hmm. So again, thank you for tuning in this evening, and as you have heard from Experience Mo, that the intimacy starts before sex. So I want to encourage every man, every woman. Of course, this is not just geared towards men, but for women too. Whatever it's going to take to keep your partner, your husband, your dude, your special friend happy, it's your responsibility. And vice versa for the men. Whatever it's going to take for you to keep your special friend, your old lady, your little mama happy, then do that. Do not leave the door open. Thank you for tuning in this evening. And before we go, next week we will not air. It's the 4th of July. You all have fun and be safe, but we will be back the Sunday after that. There you have it, directly from Real Talk with T. Holmes.